Have you ever felt like you've been cast as the villain in somebody else's life? Like, no matter what you do, you're always somehow to blame for their bad moods, their failures, their anger. You're not just imagining it. And that feeling of constantly walking on eggshells, of always being on the defense, it's exhausting. It chips away at you, making you doubt yourself, your reality, even your own worth. But what if all that blame they're throwing your way isn't really about you at all? What if I told you every accusation they make isn't actually a reflection of you, but it's a confession about who they actually are? What if that blame is just a shield built to hide a deep, painful secret? This corrosive self hatred, often fueled by their jealousy of you. Being the scapegoat is one of the most confusing and painful spots to be in. It's when someone decides you're the one responsible for their problems. And this isn't just a one time thing, it's a pattern. They blame you for their terrible day, for their career not taking off, for an argument they clearly started. The emotional toll is huge. Over time, it can crush your self confidence, leaving you feeling anxious, guilty, like it's somehow your responsibility for managing their emotions. You might find yourself constantly defending your actions, trying to explain what you really mean, only to have your words twisted. That's because the person blaming you isn't actually looking for a solution. They're looking for an escape. Blame is only a defense mechanism. It's a quick and easy way to protect their ego from uncomfortable feelings like shame and guilt. They point their finger at you, they get a moment of relief, and they get to avoid the hard work of looking in the mirror and taking responsibility for their own life. So why you? Why are you the one they pick on? Often the target is someone who has qualities the blame secretly wishes that they had. It could be your strength, it could be your success at work, it could be your great relationships, or just the fact that you seem content. When someone with low self esteem sees that in you, their envy can curdle into a kind of self hatred. Your light just reminds them of their own darkness. This is where a little psychological trick called projection comes into play. Projection is when someone unconsciously takes all of their unwanted feelings and basically dumps them onto somebody else. So their feelings of failure become accusations that you are making them feel small. Their insecurity gets spun into a story where you're somehow trying to undermine them. It's twisted, but blaming you is so much easier than facing the painful truth that they are unhappy with themselves. Their accusations are like a movie being projected onto a wall. You're just the wall, but the film that's playing is their own inner chaos. They're so lost in the story they've created that they genuinely believe that you're the villain. This is why arguing with them feels like you're hitting your head up against a wall. You're trying to reason with a script they wrote to save themselves from their own self loathing. Here's the most important thing you need to hear: you cannot fix them. You can't talk them out of a reality they built to protect themselves. The real solution isn't about changing them, it's about changing how you see the whole situation. The moment you realize you're just a shield for their own issues, you take back your power. Their accusations start to lose their sting when you stop seeing them as accurate judgments of your character and start seeing them for what they are: a desperate attempt to offload their pain. This isn't about being arrogant or smug, it's about emotional survival. You can feel for their struggle without agreeing to play the villain in their movie. Protecting yourself means firm boundaries. You might have to say, I am not responsible for your happiness, or I'm not going to have conversations where I'm blamed for how you feel. This might mean putting some distance between you and that person, not to punish them, but to protect yourself. Trust your gut. If talking to someone always leaves you feeling drained, confused, and miserable, it's your sign that something is wrong. If any of this sounds painfully familiar, please share your experience in the comments. Reading through other people's stories can be a powerful way to remember that you are not alone in this. Your experience is real and it is valid. Remember, Their blame is a confession of their own inner turmoil, not a verdict of your worth. You are not responsible for their baggage or the jealousy they can't let go of. By understanding what's really going on behind their accusations, you can stop absorbing all that negativity and finally start to heal. You can finally put down the weight of their blame and walk forward knowing you were never the problem to begin with. And if this helped you see things a little bit more clearly, please subscribe for more insights on handling tricky relationships and taking back your peace of mind. And until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.